Hello, Hanover Horton students. My name is Mary Stanley. I am your college and career advisor. Today, I'm just going to show you the career assessment that you'll be taking. First, you're going to have to go to the act.org, and it should bring you up to this page. Second, you'll hit join or sign in. Go ahead and sign in how you want to. I normally sign in with Google just because it's simple. If you have not created an account yet, it's going to have you put in your name, last name, city, state that you live in, and so forth. But after you're done creating that, it'll bring you to this page. And I'll say, welcome, whatever your name is. Okay, I'm going to have you go to plans. And first, if you have not done the inventories yet, you're going to take your inventories. You're going to get started with your interest in inventories. And what this is 72 questions asking you about what interests you. So are you interested in using your hands? Are you interested in helping people? So forth and so on. So you're going to either have to hit dislike, indifferent, or like. I recommend that you avoid indifferent as much as possible, but I know that you'll have some questions where you're just going to be like, well, I don't really know. And you're going to be indifferent about it. But try to avoid it as much as possible. Your second one, after you complete those 72 questions, you're going to hit abilities inventory. And this is 18 questions. And this is asking you what exactly you are good at. So are you able to work with your hands? Are you organized? Are you able to conduct meetings? Can you communicate well? Those are all abilities. And so if you're good at it, you're going to hit high. If you're okay, you're going to hit above average. I'm sorry, that's wrong. So if you're great at it, you're going to hit high. If you're good at it, it's going to be above average. If you're so-so, that will be average. If you're like, I can do it, but not very well, that's below average. And just like, I can't do it at all, that's low. You're going to want to try to avoid average as much as possible. And then after you take that, you'll hit values inventory. This one is 22 questions. It is going to be a little bit longer than the other two. As the other two, you don't want to necessarily ponder the question that much. You just want to go with your gut instinct. This one is a little more of a thought process, as the inventories are I'm sorry, that your values is something that you believe in. So do you want to work in an office all day? Is that important to you, or do you not really care? Do you want to work with your hands? Do you want a job that gives you 40 hours a week? Do you want a job that's flexible? All those are the values that you'll be entering in. So if you don't want it, so if you don't want to work in an office at all, that's what you would hit. If you're like, I don't really care if I work in an office, but I would prefer to work outside, then it's not important. If you would like to work in an office, but you're also okay with working outside, that's somewhat important. And then if you need to work in the office, that's very important. So once you're done with those 22 questions, you're going to go to explore careers. And what this is a career map. Okay, so the ones that are red are matching 2 or more of your inventories. The ones that are blue matches at least 1 of your inventories. And the other ones that are gray are just other career options that didn't really align with any of your inventories. So what you should do is you should definitely check out the red ones and go ahead and check out the blue ones and look at what careers they offer. So personal services, flight attendant would interest me. So you could click on it, see what it inquires, the setting that it's in. It's a constant travel, working with people, how much they make per year on average, how much hourly they work, or how much they make hourly, the size of this job, and the growth. So, and then training, what training you might need. So what's recommended in this is a 4-year college degree. If you find this interesting, but you're like, I don't really know, go ahead and hit related careers. and it could tell you different opportunities that you might have. Another part of this is that it will give you a military option. So transportation specialist is a title that you could do in the military. So if you like this job, go ahead and star it. If you don't, go ahead and keep looking. So if you scroll down a little bit below, it's going to tell you your interests, your abilities, and your values based on the things that you have answered. So your interest results suggest that you may. So me personally, it says enjoy helping others achieve their goals. Enjoy leading, coaching, and teaching others. And then abilities. Your self-reported abilities results suggest that you may see yourself as good at keeping track of a lot of information or things, caring, kind, and willing to help other people. And then of course, values. It says mine are values helping people and solving social problems, and value opportunities to think about difficult or challenging ideas. And for me, that really aligns well with everything that I am able to do. Okay. So once you select at least 3 featured occupations, I want you to go to plans, and we're going to actually go to view your summary. But before you click that, if you are interested into a military career, hit discover military careers, and it gives you a list of different opportunities. And then you can also filter it out by selecting what branch you want. And then you can go through those and so forth. But for now, let's go to view your summary. Okay, so there's several jobs on here for me. And if you go below, it's going to say your favorite occupations, which is what you starred. And then it's going to say favorite major. It's going to say, have you considered? So if you go to have you considered, it's going to give you different options that you could major in. So a flight attendant might find it beneficial to major in a foreign language because they're traveling all the time, and being able to communicate in different languages gives you a little edge compared to the other flight attendants. If you were interested in sociology, it might give you the option to study African studies, North American studies, Asian studies, and so forth. So they just give you other majors that you could go into at your school of choice. So why don't you go ahead, pick one of these majors, and then go to schools. Okay, so if you went to schools, you would have a little paragraph right here that says school choice. Mine is not there because I've already selected a school. So I'm just going to go to majors and go to school search. Okay, so go ahead and put your major in, depending on what it is. So I wanted to do counselor education or school counselor. And it gives me, I have 461 results in the, I believe this is only in the United States, of opportunities and what colleges that I could go to for this degree. You could go to degree type. So if you want a bachelor's, you can click this one. If you want a master's, associate, certificate, and again, bachelor's degree, it will limit it for you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit location, and I'm going to type in Michigan because out-of-state tuition costs are extremely high. So I have already started a college, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on another one. Let's say Siena Heights University, and hit view details. And what this does is it gives you details of the about the college. So it gives you its phone number, the address, Basic information that it's a 4-year college, plus it has some graduate schools. It's the top 5 majors offered: business, criminal justice, accounting, okay, and other available areas that you could study. It also gives you some demographics if you're interested in looking at those. And then it also gives you the annual cost. So in-state tuition, plus on-campus room and board, plus what they estimate for books and supplies, and then other expenses. Okay. It says grants awarded. Students, 73% of their students normally get grants awarded to them. And first-time students, 99% of them get grants awarded to them. And grants are money that the school gives you that you don't have to pay back. Okay. Loans awarded, so 68% of undergraduates take out a loan, and first-time students, 80% of those students take out a loan. Okay. Then it also gives you the average SAT results for reading and for math. And then it says their acceptance rate is 74%. Okay, so if you like Siena Heights, you go ahead and start and keep it on there. If you don't, keep looking. Okay. You can also look up different majors and for different schools. It's fine by me if you do that. The more you educate yourself on this, the more likely you will not regret your decision. Okay, so career areas that match your inventory is below, and career areas that match 2 of my inventories are right here. So you don't have to keep going to your career map if you don't want to. If you want to find a different occupation that's you didn't favorite, you're more than able to just hit on these and they will pop up. Okay. So once you've selected a few schools, it'll say favorite majors have you considered. These are just going to be majors that this school is particularly known for, let's say. So like Siena Heights, you could do environmental science, which none of my inventories match that. So of course I'm not going to do that, and so forth. But then Eastern, African American, Black studies would go along with my sociology degree, or women's studies would also go along with my sociology degree. So I could also consider those. Although these are supposed to be calculated by your inventories, you might see some that you just don't believe are a right fit for you, which is 100% okay. The colleges and the majors kind of are iffy for me when I have my career choices right here that are perfect for me. So if you do have any questions about this, feel free to contact me via cell phone at 517-662-9132, or you can email me at mstanley@jacksoncac.org. And again, my number is 517-662-9132, and my email is mstanley@jacksoncac.org.